So wildlife filmmaking is a pretty competitive field. What advice would you give people who wanted to start into that?
The best piece of advice is to not wait for someone to come and I mean, my story is one that is, one in a million. Here's the thing about the wildlife filmmaking industry is pretty much every person in it got into the industry in a different way, right? We all find our own journeys of getting there. Some people went to filmmaking school and they make it and they go up, working up in a company. Other people just fall into it like I did. Don't wait to fall into it though, because that's not I was not looking to get into it. I love it now. I'm here, but it wasn't one of my dreams to do that. So don't wait for anyone to offer you a job in TV because you think you have you think you're going to be the next presenter. You've got to be proactive. And that doesn't mean, pitching ideas and doing nothing else. What it means is getting out there with a camera and filming, making stories. There's all these distribution methods now online that you can use. Just do what you love, and then while you're pursuing it, when you do get the opportunity, um, I love a quote from Seneca, the philosopher, from a couple of centuries ago a couple of thousand years ago, that said, "Luck is when preparedness meets opportunity." And I love that because so many people say, wow, you're so lucky to have been, a presenter on TV, or you're so lucky to do what you do. And I think, well, yeah, there's a certain amount of luck being in the right place at the right time, maybe, but there's a lot of being prepared. And so when a producer is sitting in front of you at, say, a film festival, and they're looking for the new face of National Geographic, you need to have prepared for that moment. So you need to have put stuff online and have a show reel and really have set yourself up to be able to answer questions and take on that opportunity. Because it's not going to happen if you were speaking to, say, the head of National Geographic and you said, hey, I want to be the new face of Nat Geo. They say, great, show me what you've done. You go, well, I haven't done anything yet. I'm waiting for the opportunity and now I'm going to do it. It's not going to work. One of the things we all look for in the TV industry in general is proactive people who we know are going to come through with the goods because they've already been doing it, paid or not. Most people in this industry have got a good portfolio of work they did when no one was paying them. They were going out on their weekends, they were going out on their evenings, they were practicing presenting, or they were out with a camera filming stories when no one was paying them. And that's the most important thing, is just do what you love to do, get it out there, put it on YouTube. And in your pursuit of getting there, that will help 100%. And then really go to things like the wildlife film festivals. That's a lot of them these days. Jackson Hole, or it's called Jackson Wild now, being one of the main ones. The International Wildlife Film Festival in Missoula, Montana. Those are some of the main US based ones, and then probably the largest in the world is the UK's Wild Screen, which takes place in Bristol, UK. Yes, it costs money to go to them, but they're going to be the best networking events you can do. You're speaking to all of the top people in the industry at those events. So if you're serious, it's definitely worth looking at doing those things.